Okay, hello all you crazy people out there, my name is Dragonite, and welcome back to Pokemon HeartGold. So, we have a gym badge in hand, and speaking of which, I meant to do this, but I believe I can... Yeah, that's, some stats. The gym badges are on the top screen, and that's neat. They're not on the bottom screen as they would be in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum, and let you polish them and stuff, but I think Black and White let you do that too. But... That's a Hoppip, which is one of the worst Pokemon ever. Seedot is the statistical worst, but in terms of how useful it is, Hoppip is pretty close. You there! What's the hurry? You have some good Pokemon there. It must be from the training you gave them in Violet City. The training at the gym must have been especially helpful. As a souvenir of Violet City, take this. It increases the power of Grass-type moves. And that's going to be a Miracle Seed. I may have a Grass-type move in my party at some point in the game, but I'm not going to be picking up any Grass-type Pokemon. So that's probably not going to see very much utility. Anyway, let's see. It's worth noting that on this route, you can run into this Pokemon called Mareep, which, that's a Bellsprout, which is very good. Even if you didn't want to use it to defeat the Flying-type gym leader, because it's an electric type and it learns Thunder Shock. But I said I wasn't going to go and completely nerd out about every single random encounter on every single route. I just thought it was worth noting that. Alright, so you're going to battle me, and I think it's, I think Geodude is the strongest member of my team. So I should probably switch out Machop into the lead now. Yeah, Geodude's level 14, and Machop is level 13. And Geodude, unless I do some walking around and Pokewalker stuff, is going to be very useful against the second gym in this game as well. So I do want to go and give Machop as much experience as possible. Low kick should be adequate. Yeah, that was a one-hit KO. Alright, unless the second Pokemon on this guy's team is something that's... Yeah, this isn't very interesting. Do I want to show it? Because it is the first Zubat we've seen in the game. Alright, whatever, this shouldn't take more than 15 seconds. Go, Geodude! Or Geodude, or whatever you want to call yourself. Alright, Zubat. Your time has come. Supersonic. That's another one that misses all the time. Rock Throw, you're not helping. Confuse Ray is basically Supersonic that hits 100% of the time, instead of 55% of the time. And Zubat learns that later, but fortunately, for now they're stuck with the sucky version. So that's pretty nice. Alright, Zubat died, and we gained experience. And we defeated youngster Albert. I'm glad you think I'm strong. Alright, let's go and do the switching out thing. Alright, that's nice. And if you have Cut, which I don't have access to right now. Do I have the HM for Rock Smash? I don't think I do. Because I was able to use Rock Smash from the, Oh, that's an item. From the Violet City Gym badge. But I don't remember exactly where I pick it up, although I think I know. And I will deal with that when it comes down to it. Alright, I almost got out of that grass without another encounter. Come on. There's a Mareep. The first, like, 50 times I played this game, I did pick up a Mareep. And indeed, I used one in my first playthrough of this game, but... if I hit you with a contact move, you're going to paralyze me, so I'm not going to fight you. Alright, well, Mareep is not part of the plans today. You are... staring at a wall. You're on the phone. Alright, well... if they called it in 2009, they sure called it. Because, call phone. Because, I mean, people don't even talk on the phone nowadays. They just, like, use Discord and text messages and whatever. You could poison me as well. I kinda don't want to face you with a Machop. I guess that was the first time we saw a Nidoran female also, and I guess it would have made sense to leave it in, but realistically you're not gonna get a perfectly good picture of what a Pokemon does from a battle with a level 7 version, so maybe not. Okay. So I see another item and a trainer. I'm starting to remember why I usually don't fight every random encounter in this game, and that's because they're all excruciatingly weak. That sounds a little rude of me. Alright, so that's another Nidoran, and that's another thing that can poison me with Poison Point if I use a contact move, so I really don't want to. Nidoran decided to use Focus Energy and then Double Kick. And I was absolutely terrified for about 2 seconds. Come on. Until I realized that Double Kick has a base power of, I think, 20. And Geodude's defenses we have established as, like, God tier. And Nidoran Male's attack is apparently pretty bad. And I should really probably go and buy some repels, shouldn't I? I don't know what's going on. Guts isn't even an ability that raises the encounter rate. There are some abilities that will alter the random encounter rate when you're running around in tall grass or a dungeon or something. That is TM09 Bullet Seed, which I shall not be using. But whatever, as soon as I get down to the bottom of this route, I'm going to take a minute and go and actually buy some repels. Like I said, I did want to do the fighting the random encounters thing for free experience, but at least at this point in the game, everything is like 10 levels weaker than me. Well, maybe not 10 levels quite, but considerably weaker than me, and it's not going to really do anything but waste my time if I fight them.
Hey.
Let's see what this does. That did half. Not to mention the fact that like most of them can do nasty things to me if I use contact moves on them, and by that I mean static. And I think the Nidorans are around this route as well, and they can poison point you. Anyway, that was not difficult at all. Let's see, there are fishermen on this bridge. We'll see about that, sir. Alright, so, what do you have? This is about the point where Magikarp starts showing up, and as much as I love my Magikarp, fighting them is a little bit on the slow side, because the fishermen that have them always have like 9 of them. And they don't even take long to kill usually, but... Oh, come on, I was hoping for more damage than that. They don't even take long to kill usually, but when you have 9 of them, and it's Gen 4, and the battles aren't the fastest things ever, it's, not the nicest thing that you can spend your time doing. Alright, that's a level up. And that's Fisherman Ralph. Alright. So, you can give me money, and I think your phone number. Oh no, you're gonna give me, yeah, your phone number. Okay. That's nice. So, you could have worded that better. You, I believe, are the Magikarp guy. One of the guys on this bridge is the Magikarp guy. You have 4 Pokemon. And this is indeed a Magikarp. Oh no. I may be in over my head here, but we'll see how this goes, and that actually didn't kill. Alright. There's no way I'm cutting this battle out, by the way. You are suffering through this with me. Alright, that's another Magikarp. Do I want to use Karate Chop, or do I want to pretend Low Kick is magically going to do more damage? I'm going to use Karate Chop. Because I don't have all day. Alright, there goes the second Magikarp. And you're going to send in, guess what, a third Magikarp. I think your 4th Pokemon's actually a Goldeen, although I could be thinking of something else. Ooh, Tackle. You're strong enough to know Tackle. That's nice. That didn't do anything either. I didn't even see the HP scroll on that, although I'm sure it had to, because the least damage you can do in Pokemon is 1. Oh, that did 2. That was... Whoa. We are bringing out the heavy artillery here, are we? Anyway, Magikarp went down, and I gained all of 63 experience points, and your 4th Pokemon is actually not a Goldeen, but another Magikarp. Wonderful. Alright, there goes you, and that's a critical hit. I will sadly not be using a Magikarp in this game, although that's another one that I commonly use. Because I do like myself a Gyarados, and the Magikarp memes when I'm doing, like, Let's Plays of Pokemon. But let's see, what do you have? That's a Poliwag. Stop. Alright, there we go. I completely forget what I was talking about 10 seconds ago before that battle started. So I'm going to assume it wasn't important. Anyway, I need to heal, kind of. Machop's at about half HP. So do you have anything interesting? A Slowpoke tail. $1 million. Sure. About that. So I'm going to heal, like I said, and I'm going to take a quick run back to Violet City for some repels. Because I'm going into a cave, and caves are notoriously awful when it comes to random encounters. And I'm not hopeful that I'm going to be able to, like, get any interesting experience from them. So we'll see. Alright, so... Oh, you fight me too. I guess I'll do that. Not that I have a choice at the moment. It's from Violet City, you beat Faulkner. I might have... That was a whole video ago, sir. I don't know why you expect me to remember that kind of thing. That's a Pidgey, who I am more than twice as strong as, so I'm not going to bother switching out for. Alright, I'm actually starting to feel like I'm a bit too strong for this area. Which means I should probably think about bringing another Pokemon on board. But I don't have any watts in my Pokewalker, and that's going to involve, taking a walk and getting, like, actual exercise, and I just want to play video games right now. So I'm going to be over-leveled for the time being, and go back to the city and get some repels, and I will be right back. Why is this ledge here? This serves no gameplay purpose, you can just walk around it. Alright, and I am back. Isn't video editing great? Anyway, this is Union Cave time. Union Cave? Union Cave, alright. So, what is that? Is that an Onyx? All of the dungeon intro pictures have a Pokemon hiding in them somewhere, and it usually varies based on the time of day. And I think the current one for Union Cave is an Onyx, which is nice. Alright, so... one of these has an item on it. Is it this one? Maybe I'm going mad. Alright, whatever. So, we can go and pick up this off the ground, which is an X attack, which may come in useful. When I was new to Pokemon, I used to think X items were the most useless things ever. But since I have learned more about competitive stuff, although I don't do a whole lot of that anymore, stat boosting items have their place. If there were to raise a stat by 2 stages, they would probably be way better. Well, obviously they'd be way better, but I'd probably think to use them more. But depending on how this goes, because like I said, I think I said this, I tend to be underleveled at the time of facing the Elite Four in this game. I may have a use for them. We'll see. So that was a Vulpix, which didn't get to do anything because I'm pretty sure I killed it in one shot before it got to move. Alright, we're checking every single rock in this dungeon because we don't have the item finder yet. And the item finder, the dashing machine in this game, is actually really useful, unlike in Gen 6 and 7. What did I pick up? Oh, by the way, if you didn't notice, if you are new to Pokemon from Gen 5.5 plus, Auto Repel was not introduced. That's the next speed. Auto Repel was not introduced until Black and White 2. So, every time your repel wears off, that is Team 39 Rock Team, which I might teach to Geodude. But for the time being, I'm satisfied with Rock Throw. You have to go and manually refresh your repel every time it wears off. Oh boy. Yeah, they didn't do anything for you in this game, do they? Nevertheless, alright, did you now? Or did you not, as the case may be. Do you have anything good? Have like an Onix or something. You have an Onix! Oh, that was just a wild guess. Because it has been quite a while since I played this game, and I don't remember what most trainers have. This may take longer than I would like, because Onix has pretty high defense. It's like 160, which is high even for a fully evolved Pokemon. Oh, never mind, that's a critical hit. Disregard everything I just said. So Onix is dead. And we're getting no small amount of experience, and that is it for HeartGold Daniel, and I managed to talk through this entire fight. Alright, so, you are another hiker, which means more rock types, which means field day for Machop. And I accidentally, instinctively shut my mouth again. Geodude! Level 4. Why? On the other hand, since this is Gen 4, Sturdy, the ability, which most Geodude have, and some other things, has not been buffed, which means that I don't have to unnecessarily spend an extra move on every single Geodude that I meet. Yes, please don't talk about Zubat Supersonic. I got poisoned. Yeah, the buff to Sturdy was an absolute boon for competitive. Because it took an ability that was at 100% useless and made it one of the better ones. But when you're in game and you're fighting a non-stop Geodude, or in Gen 5's case, Roggenrola, it's less than fun. So that's a Great Ball. Alright, like I said, every single time I pick up an item that's a Pokeball, I will not be making use of that until it's time to do legendary hunting. But thank you all the same. That is a potion. Alright. There's something else I wanted to say, and as usual, I have forgotten what that was, so I'm going to just assume that it wasn't important, as usual. There is more to Union Cave that you can explore as you gather more HMs, but for the time being, I'm just going to go pretty much in a straight line through it. And there I was, thinking that Slowpoke maybe didn't learn Water Gun until later. I thought it learned it pretty early on, but as it turns out I was right, and it was just hiding it from me, which is annoying. So, I don't have anything that can match up against a Slowpoke, which is good to know, because there's literally a dungeon in the game where we're going called the Slowpoke Well, in not too much time. Why am I... did I not put on a repel? Oh, I went into the bag to go and, to use an item on somebody, and I didn't use a repel. That was smart. Here's the repels, although we're almost out of here. But repels are cheap, I actually blew almost all my money on them, so maybe they're not so cheap. But I'm not too concerned about money because this is a Pokemon game. That's an Awakening, which would have been nice in that last battle where Slowpoke decided to put me to sleep, and 2 apricorn trees, and I was asleep for 5 turns. I think it was 4 turns. It was a long time anyway. That's a pink apricorn. And that's a black apricorn. I don't know why I'm waiting for the text to pop up on the screen to see to say what they are, because you can see what color they are in the tree. Hello. All right. I really hope I'm not going to be running into any water types out here because it is raining, and rain powers up water type moves. That's that. My hand is really sore for some reason. It's not like I've been leaning on it with, I guess you could say it happened, but it's not like I've been leaning on it, especially hard, playing this game here. And it's not like my hand usually gets sore when I play 3DS games, or DS games, or Game Boy games, or any sort of handheld. Anyway, let's see, this is officially Azalea Town. You there! You don't look shifty at all. We are Team Rocket. What? We broke up a while ago. Give me a break. We have not broken up. Actually, we did once, but we have come back to pursue Giovanni's ambition. Enough talking. Shut up and just beat it. Dud. Oh, spurt-based violence. So you... Let's go with that. You are gonna block the progress into the well, and Repel's effect is worn off, which is okay with me. I am going to go and heal, even though I probably don't need to. More importantly, and this isn't even going to be important for a while, but it will register the Pokemon Center on the map for availability to fly to. Or fast travel, essentially. And now that that is done with, this is the gym, and Mr. Slowpoke Tail. Absolutely. My day has been improved by 100% because you informed me that Slowpoke Tail is tasty. Keep telling yourself that. I think there's an item on this. Yeah, there's a full heal on the stack of logs, which is nice, I guess. And Mr. Slowpoke Tail is gonna not let me enter the gym, which is unfortunate because it's another type that Geodude matches up exceptionally well against. So that's gonna have to wait. And this is a white apricorn? That's a white apricorn. With all the vowels taken out. Alright, I'm gonna just not check those logs there because there's probably nothing on them. And you there! Who are you? Stupid, eh? You want me to make some balls? You could have chosen your words a little bit more carefully. Sorry, but that'll have to wait. Do you know Team Rocket? Oh, don't worry. Team Rocket's an evil gang that uses Pokemon for their dirty work. They're supposed to have disbanded 3 years ago. Anyway, they're at the well cutting off Slowpoke tails for sale. Yeah. So I'm going to give you a lesson. I'm going to give them a lesson in pain. Hang on, Slowpoke. Old Kurt is on his way. So he's going to bugger off, and Grandpa's gone. I feel so lonely. Is this a radio? Oh, well. I'm not too much of a radio person, except unless there's a baseball game on. And by baseball, I mean the New York Mets, because baseball doesn't exist aside from the New York Mets or something. So we're gonna enter the Slowpoke well, and let's see. This is gonna be one dungeon right after another, and that's as you would expect, Slowpoke. Hey there, stupid! The guard up top took off when I shouted at him, but then I took a tumble down the well. I slammed down hard on my back, so I can't move. Rats. Ratata. If I were fit, my Pokemon would have punished them. Ah, it can't be helped. Stupid! Show them how gutsy you are in my place. I have a full heal if you want it. That should fix things, right? Ralph, I don't want to hear it. Let's go and enter the dungeon. And I'm going to use one of these repel-like items because I don't really want to see Zubat every 5 feet. And I'm going and doing a complete 180 on what I said about doing random encounters because I want the experience. Anyway, I realize I've been recording this video for a half an hour and I should probably end it after this fight, but whatever. I'll take care of that after this fight. I've just been enjoying this game so much that I don't want to stop playing, you know? Alright, so that's a Rattata. He's only level 9. There is a 0% chance of anything exciting happening in this battle. Alright, so that is Team Rocket, who actually has kind of nice battle music, so I kind of wish I would have let that play for a little while, but you'll get to hear more of it soon enough. I'm not going to say, because if something happens to the recording, I want it to be recoverable. So, my name is Dragonite, I hope you all enjoyed this. In the next part, we're going to be finishing up Team Rocket and the Slowpoke well, and I will see you all later.